Everyone, welcome back to my latest 1000 IQ trap. The recorder actually lagged there, so I didn't actually get the attack on there. So I turned on the recorder, it lagged. The attack had already hit. He sent what's called range at me. I am doing some 1000 IQ trapping, if you guys are wondering. So this was Devi. I was waiting to see if he was actually going to do another like attack or like a follow up attack. A lot of times these people who actually fall for the 1000 IQ trap will actually come in right after, do a follow up attack, and basically I'm just waiting to see if that happens. But or this is the other thing that happens: they start the rally. Once they start the rally, it's basically just whatever. Maybe you can get them to solo you, but it's probably not going to happen. So this is again same thing. 1000 Q trap was happening. Leader just came back. They are trying to like get the leader, so they're all speeding up. This is KDA Chang. He actually does have some really good gear, but he didn't actually switch to his actual war gear, so he hit me in his speed up gear, which was fine because I'm actually in my war gear. So I was actually doing the 1000 AQ trap in my war gear, which I usually don't do, but in these like Titan Kingdoms, it's okay to do it because looking at that gear, they're not gonna be like, oh no, I'm not gonna hit that. So, so even that guy was so like not impressed by my gear. He didn't even actually switch to his war gear. So I ended up capping the what's called 11K hero guy without him actually switching to his gear. He only sent 250,000, so and I saw that he was sending range, so I didn't even have to switch it. He only did 36,000 because he wasn't in his war gear. Yeah, so yeah, he's got double 11K heroes though, so those do add some extra damage, obviously. But even with the 1000 or the 11K heroes, there's not much you could do. And that guy, he sent, what did he send? He sent like random. Oh, he sent tier 2, tier 4. He was trying to basically cover up his tier 4 so he didn't take any tier 4 losses. But unfortunately for him, he did end up getting completely taken out. So he did take a little bit of tier 4 losses, mostly tier 2. The other guy was completely capped as where was TD Chang. So yeah, so he actually probably has some really good gear behind that, but he does have a bunch of mythic gear and all that, but he didn't actually switch to his war gear, so he got capped in his speed up gear, and then the whole kingdom saw that, so they all started porting in because there was like a rally party going on right now. So I was just trying to trap people during the rally parties, doing the 11 or the 1000 IQ trap, and all of a sudden you see all these rally leaders, barons, and past emperors, ever they'll port around the guy because they're gonna start rallying him because he's in fury, and they're probably gonna start like 20 rallies on the guy. So you can see them all trying to port in here. So they're not actually coming in to gangbang me; they're actually coming in to rally the guy that was beside me. And none of these guys are like my kingdom. I'm in like ZMH, so I'm not even in like any of these. But all these guys here, they're all porting in actually to rally that guy, and he's getting posted in global. He actually ported into the Wonder because he was so scared that he was actually going to get rallied. Because yeah, like I said, this rally party was going on, and there was like 20 or 30 rallies going all at once. Actually got some videos of this that I could post as well. But he's ported into the Wonder, and he's taking all these reinforcements and all this stuff and all these what's called people are coming in. It was all really crazy because also I'm getting worried because there's like 30 people porting around me. I'm like, oh no, this isn't like some gigantic what's called Titan gangbang. But yeah, see, you can see this is going on the other side. So this is actually what's happening is this huge rally party with like split into like 50 guilds was going on at this time. So it was a little bit concerning for me when like 30 people poured around me because I don't know what they were doing. But then I saw them start setting rallies on him, so I was like, okay, it's not too bad. Unless that was all a ploy to actually gangbang me. But yeah, so this is another thing. My leader is walking back now. This I wouldn't say it Titan, but they 11K hero guy probably has some really good gear poured next to me. He's currently in his speed up gear as well, so I don't know what his actual gear is, so he could have full Mythic Champ behind that. I really don't know. I mean, he probably has some pretty good gear, because if you're going to spend money on the 11K heroes, you usually spend it on the gear as well. So I'm sitting here. My leader's still 2 minutes away, so this is kind of the waiting game. I'm kind of sitting there. Ooh, is he going to send something? Is he going to send a leader to attack? Am I going to have to shield? Because if I'm not comfortable with what's going to come and hit me, and now there's another guy next to me, so now there's two people, probably both with full mythics here, and I'm sitting here waiting for my leader to come back, and I do not want to take a gangbang from the 11K hero guy and this other guy who probably is full mythic as well. So I'm waiting here, and here comes the attack. So this is before my leader gets back, but he's only actually sending siege, so that's a nothing attack. I think he was just testing if I was empty or not. That's kind of a first attack, but obviously I do have troops, so I'm just going to quickly get that healing. I'm not going to actually heal yet because I want to make sure that they think I'm offline. I'm going to make them try and think I'm offline as long as possible, see if I can get an actual attack to hit me. But my leader is walking back, so here comes another attack, and this is another fake attack. So they're both doing tester attacks to see what I got. They did see me drop a little bit of might when the BFP guy went in, so he wanted to see what I actually had. Obviously, nothing happened from that attack. That was a very lackluster tester attack. Usually, if you need to send like 200,000, because sometimes they don't get through walls and stuff like that if you don't send enough. Sometimes people's traps can take you out. That's why I usually see people doing 200,000 tester marches or whatever, just so they can actually get through the wall, because they don't know what I have. I have an anti-on. They'll scout me and nothing will happen. So I'm waiting for my leader to come back. We'll see what happens. And they set a rally on me right away. I'm like, ah, damn it. When I see the rally, I'm usually like, ah, damn. I'm not gonna get a follow-up attack or anything like that, unfortunately. So I'm just sitting here waiting. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a fake. But nope. You can see the people are starting to join the rally. I was hoping maybe Poseidon will actually go in with an actual attack. So I'm sitting here waiting. I haven't switched anything. I'm not going to switch my gear or anything like that. The rally is coming in here. I'll show you the actual attacks, what they sent. XX001, he actually sent a full attack, but it was all siege. So he sent a full siege. He did what's called shield it properly. So he did had familiars and stuff in there, but he shielded the attack properly, so he didn't actually take any losses other than the tier 1 siege. So it wasn't a big deal for him. And then Poseidon, he sent like a nothing attack, so there wasn't really much going on there. That was a very small attack, 35,000, yeah. I think the siege, yeah, he has siege in there, so yeah. Yeah, so the siege will do some damage because they will get some shots off before I can kill them. But actually, here comes XX001. So they actually canceled the rally. And then, because I poured it away and was like sending camps out. I wasn't actually recording it because I didn't think anything would happen. So what happens? I poured away when they're rallying me. They canceled the rally. He poured it over here, trying to get my camps that I was sending out and like poured on them. So then he actually sent an actual attack at me with his leader, I think. So yeah, he does have 4 familiars. I think he has a tier 5 in there somewhere, or is this someone else? I think that's tier 5, yeah. So, but it's not a max tier 5 at this point or anything like that. So it didn't do too much damage to my back line. It only did 57,000. He did 212,000 to my front line. So he does have really good gear and all that, full mythic. He's probably got pretty high stats, over 700, 800. I don't know what their stats are at this point, but I was baiting him to actually try and hit me, and it actually doesn't work all the times, but sometimes it actually works really well. So he actually baited him into sending his leader this time. Yeah, so that's his gear, full mythic and all that. And now they're going to send another rally on me, obviously, because they want that leader back. But I did end up actually getting a bunch of kills because of that. So that's all I really want. I'm just looking for the kills. Leaders are obviously like a bonus, but I can't keep the leaders anyways unless they send a bunch of leaders and I want to migrate. That's the only way I'm going to keep the leader. So as long as I get the kills, that's all I care for. But it is cool to see them getting capped and all that. So that's actually one of the fun things to watch. So we'll look at the battle report here, see what was going on. Yeah, so he's setting up all his familiars that are doing the buffs and all that. I sent mine out, which ran out. It wasn't max at that point. I do have it max now. So here comes the attack here. So he sends up that fodder, that stuff. So you can see I'm taking out the initial front line there. He soaks up a bunch of attacks. As soon as I do 4% damage, he does that auto damage attack that actually hits my back line. That's the one that you saw it taking out my range. And then he has his buffing familiar. That one doesn't really do too much because he's buffing it up, but he's losing troops so fast that it's not really doing enough damage. So I am taking some damage here, but really not that much because he only did 100 and something thousand to my front line, and the what's called tier 5 familiar did the 50 something thousand to my back line. So as long as I can take this out and then take the siege out, then I'll be fine. Because, and also my troops, since it's range, don't have to really go very far, since as soon as they kill that, the siege is right there, so they don't have to run very far, and it takes out the siege almost instantly there, and I'm able to cap his leader. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed the video today. If you guys have any clips for the top 5 traps of the week, please send me them online. I'm going to try to get that out this week. Just send me a message if you've sent me them already, and just like, hey, reminder, I sent you a clip. And I'll hopefully use your clip for this week's top 5. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.